Hi, this is One from TechHive. This video is going to talk about a certificate system in class Saathi. These days, there is a new paradigm for credentials, a digital certificate which can be a stark change from the traditional paper-based ones. Digital certificates prove time and efforts that you've put in a simpler way. So we've also prepared the Saathi certificate, which will give you the verification of all your studying. Criteria for Saathi certificate are all different for each class. Let's check class 9 and 10 together and compare it. About attendance, the user must fulfill 60 days of attendance to the course. About chapter, users must complete 80% of the total chapters. In case of class 9, all chapters of maths and sciences are 15 for each. So it requires completion of 12 for maths and sciences each. In class 10, attendance is the same. In case of chapters, it has a total of 15 maths chapters and 16 sciences chapters. We need to finish at least 12 chapters for maths and 13 chapters for sciences here. Class Saathi counts one chapter attempted when a user solves 20 or more questions for a specific chapter. So before you solve 20 or more questions, the symbol color of chapters is white. But after you solve more than 20 questions, it changes to yellow. If you want to look up specific requirements of each class, go to the Certificate tab at www.tech-hive.com. You can check more information in detail here. Open badges. If we get a Saathi certificate, it includes a link where you can download an open badge file. Open badges are credentials that are a little bit more visualizable. Open badges are visual symbols of accomplishments packed with verifiable data and evidence that can be shared across the web. What I mean is that one badge image implies all the data of your efforts for studying, so your Saathi open badge works the same as Saathi certificates. For me, it was more convenient in that what I should do is just showing this open badge. Open badges are widely used in many English-speaking countries and getting more and more popular. For example, IBM, Pearson, NASA also issue open badges. Open badges can work as an indicator which provides employers and peers concrete evidence of what you had studied and what you are now capable of. Backpack services. If you've earned those open badges, you need virtual spaces where you can collect those badges and display at once. We call those services backpack services. You can collect our badges at a backpack such as Badger with badges from other platforms. Then it's time to get a Saathi certificate. If the requirements are met, you can get a Saathi certificate. The point here is you should have satisfied the requirements first. Let's check if I satisfied it by clicking the More tab. As we talked previously, we need to fulfill 60 days of attendance and finish 80% of the total chapters. As you can see, I already satisfied it. Then let's click the Manage My Classes button here. Before completing class 10 with certification, let me tell you some information here. If you click the question mark at the top, it tells you there are 3 types of icons: skipped, finished, and completed. Skipped. If you start from a class that is higher than the class 6, you will get a skipped icon for the classes below your first class. In my case, I got skipped icons for class 6, 7, and 8 because I started from class 9. Finished. If you move on to the next class without getting a certificate, you will get a finished icon. You can switch to previous classes without any restrictions, but if you want to go to the next class without getting a certificate, you should get a finished icon. In my case, I got a finished icon in class 9 because I moved on to class 10 without getting certificates in those 3 classes. Completed. If you complete the class and get a Saathi certificate, you will get a completed icon, which we will get soon. So here, for your easy understanding, the point is that once you get one of those 3 icons, it is impossible to get another icon or change to another icon. Then let's click the Complete Class 10 with Certification button. There is a warning description you should read. It is important, so let's read it together. Number 1. You can apply for a certificate after meeting the certification criteria. Your certificate will function as an open badge, which can be used outside class Saathi app. Number 2. Super important. Information on your certificate will be based on your study data on the class Saathi app. It can't be changed once the certificate is issued. You can also see a preview of what certificate you will get. Number 3. Once you've met the certification criteria, you can apply for a certificate anytime. If you want a better record on your criteria, we recommend you to study more and apply later. Number 4. You will still be able to study your current class after moving to the next class. However, the information won't be changed. This is what I said previously. The last. The only way to get a certificate with new information is to delete your account and sign up again. This will include giving up all your in-app data and studying the class all over again. Wow, this would be a disaster if it really happens. It means we need to be highly cautious in the decision of completing a class and getting a certificate. But if it really happens, you should email class Saathi so that we could reset your account. So what I recommend you to do is double check your certificate criteria status and your score that's going to be on your certificates. If you are confident, then click the Yes, I Understand button. Click Yes. After waiting, I finally got my Class 10 Saathi certificate. If you want to check your certificate, go to Certificate Criteria Status again. You can see the image of completed batch here. If you click the image, you can see the Saathi certificate. And these Saathi certificates can be saved as PDF files and viewed on desktop too. Moreover, we offer email service so that you can check the certificate and open batch image more easily. If you go to this link, you can see it in detail. You can check your class, average score, study period. You can check all quizzes individually too. At the bottom, you can save the certificate in JSON file. URL service will be added in the future too. But now let's try to get our open batch by using this JSON file. First, download it. And then go to the website that offers backpack service. You can see Add Batch here. Click JSON, copy, and paste. Then finally, you have your batch here. That's it. If you satisfy the requirements for certification, get a Saathi certificate from the More tab like me, and take the chance to get the proof of your educational efforts. And if you enjoyed this video, check out some other videos in our channel too.